Hello and welcome to the October 2019 vodcast for the Newcastle Shakespeare Society Australia. Turns out we all reckon the Comedy of Errors is underappreciated. Not just a Plotine farce that relies entirely on slapstick, though hey, a little bit of that doesn't hurt either. We found a whole lot to be intrigued about regarding identity, selfhood, biblical commentary, not entirely complimentary, mercantilism and the nature of love and duty. We tweaked the format of the meeting and it seems to work well, so we'll try it again in future. We decided to go straight for the viewing of the excerpts interspersed with readings, which everyone took turns in. It allowed for the discussion to bounce about a bit more, and that's after all what we're looking for. Everyone was fantastic at the readings, despite my having failed to mail out the passages beforehand. Blown away. After all that, we played the Comedy of Errors version of 5 Second Rule. This was one hands down by David, who I think would have gone off the board entirely had there been enough cards. As it was, there are a lot of moves like, "Your mum is the abbess, move forward 2 paces," or "Your husband has fallen in love with your sister and you're weirded out, miss a turn," so there were quite a few involuntary moves as well. Thank you all for being such good sports. On Thursday, we also went to see the Bell Shakespeare Much Ado performance. Personally, I found it gabbled, devoid of cast chemistry, badly projected, and frankly I couldn't figure out what was trying to be said by turning the cast into what looked like a bunch of bogans. But there we are, the rest of the audience seemed quite appreciative. I also felt the doubling of some of the characters was inappropriate, or at the very least confusing for someone who wasn't familiar with the play. Doubling Borachio with Claudio? Okay, confusing but fine. Doubling Antonio, who was already transfigured to Antonio, and the priest? That was a bit WTF in the wedding scene. Dogberry on her scooter, however, did give some good physical comedy. If you saw it, leave a note on what you thought. Maybe you disagree. Our next meeting will be on November 3rd, 2019 at 2 p.m. as usual, and we'll be looking at Edward III. Yes, I know, we're not even sure whether old Billy wrote the thing. Plus, I don't have a single production of it available. Unless things change, this will require a radical rethink of the standard format of meeting. I'm guessing you'll all be reading a whole lot more than usual. Oh well, variety is the spice of life. Gird your loins for some serious spicing in that case. Some more games might be in order. The Salisbury Shuffle, or perhaps a round of Cressy Capers anyway. That's all for now, folks. As usual, thanks for listening, and this is Vesna, signing off for the Newcastle Shakespeare Society, Australia.